Good morning, students. So yesterday we have revised the property of gases, and we have seen the arrangement of molecules in gases, and we have seen this activity 3.10, and I have told you to do this table 3.2 in your notebook. We have discussed up to Brownian motion and effects of heat on matter and change of states. So today we are going to deal this water cycle in this video, and we are going to see the different processes by which solid changes into liquid and liquid changes into solid, and how the liquid changes into gas. What are the different processes which comes under these, and we'll see the differences between evaporation and boiling, and we will see the chemical changes which occurs on heating. Then we'll take a break, and the book question and answers. So this will be the last part of the video. So in normal temperature, water is in liquid form, but it changes into ice when we refrigerate. So in nature, what happens? A cycle called water cycle is there, where the water changes its states from one state to another. So it clearly shows that matter can change or converts into one form into another and back to its original state without changing its chemical properties. So let's see in short. See, because of the heat of the sun, the water of the sea, water bodies like sea, river or lakes gets evaporated. Then the water vapor rises up, and then cloud formation takes place. When this precipitated water cools further, then the small droplets change into big droplets and they fall as rain. If the temperature is less, then it changes into snow in high altitudes, and like this again, when the temperature increases in the spring season, that snow again melts down and converts into water. So again this cycle continues. Okay, so that is how ice, on heating it changes into water, and on cooling it changes into water, changes into what? Ice. So in your book this is completely given wrong. So downside it is given C. Downside here will be solid. Okay, so here will be liquid, and here will be gas. So like this you will improvise this reaction, and you will draw this water cycle and you will write. Okay, then see this activity 3.11 where the changes in matter by making some mango or orange or lemon juice popsicles is given. Naturally, what we do at our homes, when your mama puts water in the refrigerator, in the ice tray, then water changes into from liquid to solid on freezing or cooling. Okay, so when you take that ice out, it melts and it changes back into liquid. Okay, so like this small activity is there, you can do, and you can enjoy making your own ice cream. If you don't have this orange juice or lemon juice, then you can do this activity by putting the water in the ice tray and observing. Okay, then see, when you change the pressure, it also brings about the change in the state of matter. So one is temperature, by which the matter changes, and another one is pressure. So it works in LPG gas. So under normal condition it is a gas, but when you change its pressure or you compress it in high pressure, then in cylinders it is in liquid form. Okay, so oxygen in oxygen cylinder is also in liquid form. So like this, Now let's see the change of solid into liquid. The first process is melting. Second term is melting point. So melting point is the temperature or the constant temperature at which the solid changes into liquid is called the melting point. Okay, so it is a measure of the strength of the intermolecular forces between the molecules. So let's see now the change of liquid into a solid. So that is called freezing or solidification. Okay, so when we keep water at in a freezer, then what happens? The water loses its heat, and because it loses its heat, it changes into ice or solidifies as the molecules come closer and at a stage their movement slows down, so slows down that the water starts changing into ice. So this process is called freezing or solidification, and the constant temperature at which the liquid changes into solid, that is called freezing point. And you know, the numerical value of melting point and freezing point are same. That means for water to change into ice, that will be 0 degree, and again to change back when it starts melting, the first temperature will be 0 degree. So that will be same. Now let's see vaporization. So all of us are very common with this process, boiling of water. Then when the water boils, then what we see? The water changes into vapor. So this process is called vaporization. So it has two types, evaporation and boiling. Thing is, when water is heated, its molecules gain energy and start moving away from each other. And when temperature increase, so molecules gain more energy and they leave the surface to change into steam or gas. But evaporation is a process when water or liquid gains heat energy from the surroundings and it changes into its vapor state. So it happens at each room temperature also. Okay, so because of this process only the cloud formation is there and our clothes dry up fast. Okay, so boiling point again is similar to the melting and freezing point. So that is the temperature at which the liquid changes into gas. So it is called the boiling point. Now you have to write the differences between the boiling and evaporation. See with the help of this example. So this is ice. When we heat ice, then what happens? It melts and changes into water. And when we continuously heat this water, then it vaporizes and change into its gaseous state or water vapor. Okay. So when we cool this water again, okay, then freezing or solidification starts because water loses its temperature. And see, when we put a lid on the boiling water, then what happens? Condensation occurs. So the water vapor changes back again into the liquid. So now you know that interchange occurs when there is difference in temperature and pressure. So condensation is a process where the gas is cool, then it changes back into its liquid state. Okay, because the movement of its molecules becomes slow as the molecules lose the energy, so they change into liquid. And condensation point is the temperature at which the gas changes into liquid is called condensation point. So it is same 100 degree centigrade. Now let's see sublimation. So where like some solids like naphthalene or dry ice on heating directly changes into gaseous state. So without there is no liquid state. So this is called sublimation. So when you again cool down the vapor, then what happens? You get again the solid back. So that is called sublimate. And when the gaseous state is there, means solid is heated and it changes into gas, then it is called sublime. Okay. So now let's see the expansion of matter. So all the three states of matter expand on heating. So